I'm Mark Weiss. Welcome to Wisdom Applied. There's a marvelous old poem by the American poet Sam Walter Foss, who lived from the 1850s to the early 1900s. It's called The Calf Path, and it's about a cow that one day wanders home through the tall grass after the end of a long day out in the pasture. As calves are prone to do, it didn't walk home in a straight path. It meandered on its way, bending the tall grass. Now, over time, dogs began to follow that path. Other animals did. Soon the ground was bare along that path, and people followed the same way. They rode their horses. Later, they rode wagons pulled by horses, early cars, and sooner or later, what started off as a calf path was a paved lane that later became a superhighway. Now, often when we're driving on a road and it's taking an interesting curve, we tend to think that highway engineers decided that that was the best way to get us in the direction that the highway is heading, when in reality it may simply be following the path started by a calf that meandered on its way home 200, 300, 400 years ago. What we often believe to be well thought out structures in our business relationships are often these same sorts of institutionalized happenstance. Certainly this is the case within many medical groups. We seem to think that the way we do things is the best way. After all, it's the way we've been doing things. The point is to question those ways, to question whether we're simply following the calf path of someone in our position 5, 10, 25 years ago, or even whether we're following our own position as it was valid 25 years ago. Often it's a mistake to believe that precedent even had a purpose at the time that it originated. So whether you are the leader of a group, or a member who doesn't like its direction, or who questions whether its direction could be better, I suggest that you start with a clean slate, that you don't plan an extension of your present course, that is, paving over the calf path, but that you set your own course for the goal that you envision. Strategy versus planning. There's another point as well to be had from the calf path story, and that's that it's not required that you follow the path that someone else is currently establishing for you. The government wants to harness your skills as a utility. Hospitals want to harness your energy through the creation of accountable care organizations and employment models in order to justify and make possible their continued existence. Challenge the inevitability of those calf paths as well.